We're here with Randy, Todd, and Charlie Brinza with KCBS. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for joining me here today. Randy and Charlie, would you tell us about your leadership role at KCBS? Charlie, do you want to start us?
Sure. I'm going to assume that means being members of the board. I was very luckily elected to the board a year and a half ago. This is my second year there. I got 1 year and a half left, so I'm like halfway through my term. We all work on different committees. The Rules Committee is what I am chairing this year, but we all help each other out in all of our committees, and obviously everything that gets done comes through a vote of the entire board. I ran on, cooperation, etc. I think it's important that each of us take a look at strategic stuff and try to look at the future. See, how do we grow KCBS? How do we make it beneficial for all of its members, being cooks, judges, and folks that are just fanatic about barbecue, may not do either, but still want to be part of it. So we're trying to find benefits for all of those, and let daily operations go to the people that we have paid and vetted and make sure that they're there to do a good job. We have a staff that does a phenomenal job for as few as we have and as much as they have to do. But it just providing input as they need it, overseeing at a high level. That's about it for the leadership part.
Randy?
Yeah, I'm like Charlie. We both ran the same year, and we were both fortunate enough to be elected to the board of directors, KCBS. And it's been my pleasure to serve on the board. And like Charlie said, we all work many different committees. I'm on the Certified Barbecue Judge Committee as co-chair. I serve as chair of the Organizers Work Group, which is very near and dear to me. I serve many roles also as I'm on the Finance Committee, as well as a brand new marketing work group that we've started. That's just getting off its feet, and that's why you're seeing this interview, because Blake Moore is kind enough to head up this marketing group, or work with me rather on this marketing group. And so that's what we do. The Organizers Committee is very near and dear to me, because with the whole process of competition barbecue, as we know it with KCBS, starts with the organizer. And so I really enjoy promoting and supporting our organizers and doing what we can to help them. So yeah, we have a great CEO. Rod Gray is just an awesome CEO. He does a great job. Our job is to sort of oversight to him, but gosh, he keeps it on the road, right side up between the ditches. He does a great job. And we've got 4 girls in the office, and you think we'd have 40 girls, as much work as those girls turn out. They do a phenomenal job. Rihanna with the bull sheet, gosh, she's just, and Taylor, they've just done a fantastic job with the bull sheet. And gosh, Ari and Sherry, they just keep everything, all the wheels moving, So it's a great office staff, and we're real fortunate to have them. That's about it as a leadership role for me.
Just talking to a lot of people in the area and talking to people associated with KCBS, I keep hearing the terms of friends, family, and community. How important is that to what KCBS does?
Charlie?
Oh, sure. I mean, camaraderie is why I'm in this. I'm sure you may ask questions later, but I took my class, became a judge back in 2006. And the story I like to tell is...
You're old, Charlie.
Well, that goes without saying it, actually. That's when you had to have open flames. Gas stuff wasn't around back then. But I got in because friends of mine were going to be doing a contest. It was their first year, and it was benefiting youth athletics in their city. What can I do to help? He said, well, we need a judge. I go, sure, I'll judge. They go, no, we need certified judges. Let's add it till I find out. I go to the class, whatever. And I go out Friday night when it gets time for their contest to help them, and a storm came through that night. Like about 8, 9 o'clock at night, and it blew over. And this was back when it was a new contest. People didn't have all the big 40, 70-foot rigs and everything that they have now. Most of it were 10 by 10s or whatever, and they were blown all over. And what impressed me, there were 3 teams that were experienced that had, bigger rigs. As soon as the storm went by, they took 5 minutes to check their things, and they got out and helped all their competitors set back up. I saw one go into his trailer, get a bag of charcoal to hear charcoal's wet, and wouldn't take money for it. He says, And I said, okay, this is the sort of thing I want to be a part of. This is cool. And it's why I keep going. I think that is really important. And you watch at the beginning of the year, the first contest, you see teams, you see judges hugging, and what do you do this winter? It is close.
Randy, we're here at the World Invitationals this week. What's so special about this particular event?
This event is the cream de la cream. This is the very best barbecue cooked teams that they had to qualify. They had to win a grand or a reserve grand throughout the year to qualify to even come here. So we get the very best of the best. On Saturday, we have an open contest, which is open to everyone. And that's really cool because we have a lot of the backyard guys that compete with the pros, and they go head to head. And it's just, we always root for the underdog. We always have a thrill when the backyard teams will beat a lot of these pros. And it's really a cool deal. So yeah, everybody brings their A game, and this is the one they want to win. This is one of the big three contests, big four contests of the whole year. So yes, everybody shows up, everybody shows out when they come here. So it's just fantastic. It's a fantastic contest.
Yeah, Charlie, there seems to be a misnomer in some people's minds about backyard versus masters, and there's an idea sometimes that backyard may not be as good. I personally have seen just the opposite, that these backyard guys, although they may cook less meat or less different types of meat, incredible products coming out. Would you agree?
Yeah, actually, there's people may not know on the board. We're trying to discuss ways to maybe separate the divisions a little differently. Some people love, backyard teams are fine with the term and like it, and others think it, they find it maybe it's degrading or whatever versus master. So we may be looking at names, but name's just a name. We're trying to do things to say that, there's a phrase out there that I love. It's backyard matters, and it does. And it does to this board. So we're going to do what we can to see how we can better acknowledge the teams that are doing 2 meets versus 4 meets. For tons of reasons, somebody may want to do 2 meets forever. It'd be a financial, or they can't come the night before. We want to support all that. It's be inclusive. Use terms that are popular today. But yeah, one of the things I found at backyard, it reminds me back when I started with the camaraderie and whatever. They, not across the board, but typically have more fun. They come out and whatever, they cheer for each other. You see, at the awards, they're more excited for each other. It's a lot of what I used to remember happening in Masters, where that has maybe outgrown that because of money and everything.
Randy, where do you see KCBS going in the future? There's a lot of great things going on right now, but obviously there's a lot of planning for the future. Without giving away too many secrets, where do you see KCBS going in the future?
We have been around, and don't quote me on this, I think like 35, 37 years, something like that.
Going on 40.
Yeah, going on 40 years, KCBS has been around. And we're going to be around for 40 more years. We like everyone else, we kind of rise and fall with the economy because, this is actually a leisure product. So, when people cut back, this is one of the things they can cut back rather than paying the mortgage, So we kind of rise and fall with the economy, but we, as a board, we're wanting to grow KCBS. We wanting to open it more to the public, get more public involved, because that's part of our mission statement, is to take barbecue out to the world. So we want to get more public involved. We want to get more teams and more judges involved. Our judges are kind of aging out. It seems to attract a more elderly crowd, a more older crowd. Yeah, you too, Blake. And so we want to make it more interesting to attract the younger kids, the younger people. We would love to get a youth queue going, high school, college circuit going with the younger people, and get them more involved a little earlier than what Charlie and I got involved. Charlie and I were old when we got started, so we're starting to age out.
All right, well, last question, gentlemen, and I'll ask each of you the same question, starting with you, Charlie. What is one comment you would want to share with current and prospective members of KCBS that you feel would be most important for them to remember?
Sure. Let's start with perspective. If you're seeing this, you're wondering if it's for you or not. We're trying to put more and more stuff out that will be instructional and educational. So you may get some proprietary videos and things to help you lift your game. Become a judge if you can. Even if you're going to cook, become a judge. See how the process works. Try different barbecues. Talk to other judges. If you're a team, come and judge and hear what people are looking for. It helps to raise your game. For current, we just hang it. We've had some difficulties. I mean, nobody's going to hide and say we've been perfect, or we are perfect, or we're going to be perfect. But we're going to try to improve. I think you have 9 board members who are very willing to listen. Reach out to us. You can go out the website. You can find how to reach us there. Send us an email. Love to talk or email with you. We want to make this, your society, your barbecue society that promotes barbecue.
Excellent. Randy?
I don't think there's
Anything else?
If you've got any interest at all in food, you need to come check us out. I got into this for the food. I love food. You can look at me and tell I love food. But I'm like Charlie. Once I got into it, I stay into it for the family, because barbecue just becomes a huge family, and every event becomes a family reunion. So, if you like food at all, if you like barbecue at all, come check us out. I guarantee you, you'll become part of the family, just like the rest of us. So come check us out.
Yeah, just as a reminder to our viewers, there are over 400 competitions per year, not just in the United States, but internationally. So we encourage our international cooks to also consider KCBS, not only as cooks coming to the States, but also setting up something in their area. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, we're around the world.
Yeah, I can show you that. I think we're in 23 countries now, or whatever. I was blessed. I was able to go down to Puerto Rico to judge there, and I was all excited about having the sofrito and the spices. In the very first spots that I opened up. And here's a plug for you, Tim. You could just smell and look. I knew it was Blues Hog barbecue sauce. I'm like, wait a minute, I can get this home. And the rep at the time explained to me, it made sense. I'm from the St. Louis area. He said, if you're in St. Louis and you're going to a French food, competition or whatever, you want French food, or do you want, American food? You want to have. That's the same thing. You go to these countries. You go to Germany, or you go to Italy, or you go to South America. They want to make American barbecue. Barbecue is America's cuisine. They are trying to do their best job in making it.
Excellent point. Randy, anything else?
Just come check us out. Go to kcbs.us is our website. Just come check us out. If you hear of a contest around you, by all means, come by and check us out.
Excellent.
You'll enjoy it.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have an incredible World Invitational event this week. And thank you very much.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you for the invite.